Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. First of all, let's thank God, the Almighty, who has given us His mercy and blessing until we can attend in this meeting without any trouble and obstacle. Secondly, salawat and salam be with our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Kania Indah Rahmawan. My student's number is 18220344. Okay, in this meeting, I will present my research paper under title Developing Word Chat Game as a Media in Teaching Descriptive Text through Project-Based Learning for 7th grade junior high school. With my supervisor 1, Miss Anita Anggraini MPD, and supervisor 2, Miss Dewi Listia Aprilianti MPD. So check it out. I will present 6 points about my research paper, that is background of the research, objective of the research, research and methodology, word chat game product, result, and conclusion. There are 4 points for background of the research, that is writing skill, the utilization of media, word chat game product, and project-based learning. Speaking, listening, reading, and writing is 4 skill when students learning English. And actually, the students feel that writing skill is difficult skill to be mastered for students. Why? Because they feel lack of vocabulary, they not confident with the grammar. So actually the students lost motivation when learning writing skill. So the teacher have to increase the students' motivation when teaching and learning process. That's why the utilization of media is important for teaching and learning process, because media can be increase the students' motivation when learning English. So the teacher must be creative, innovative when create something new or create a media for teaching and learning process. And word chat game is assumed as an interactive media for teaching and learning process, because word chat game can be increase the students' motivation and make the students more creative and more active and enthusiastic to learn writing skill. The students will be cooperate to win the game with their friend. Beside the right media, an approach is important things to make a class to be effective. Approach in this research is project-based learning. So because project-based learning can be capable to making students active, creative, and students have a project for their learning. Okay, next slide is objective of the research. The researchers have 4 objectives of the research, that is, number 1 is to know the process and result of developing word chat game. Number 2, to identify the feasibility of word chat game. Number 3, to discover the students' responses to using word chat game. And number 4 is to know the obstacle when developing word chat game. Okay, next slide is research and methodology. The researchers use research and development, or R&D, as a method in this research. According to Sugiono 2013, research and development used to produce a particular product and test the feasibility of the product. So what is the example of product in education? So educational products such as curriculum, syllabus, textbook, modules, instructional media, or assessment instrument. So in this research, the researchers develop instructional media or media for teaching material in the classroom. And the product in this research is called wall chart game. Wall chart game for teaching descriptive text through project-based learning for 7th grade junior high school. Okay, for research procedure, okay, the research and development model has adapted from Borg and Goal 1981, but the step in this research has been modified into 8 steps. That is research and collecting information, planning product, developing WorldChat game product, revision 1, preliminary field testing, revision 2, and main field testing. So that is the research procedure in this research. Okay everyone, that is the display of my product. Is WorldChat game product. This is the display of WorldChat game product. And WorldChat game contains of six elements. That is the dice, question card, challenge card, envelope, and the avatar. Okay, next slide is result. I will present the result of this research by or based on the instrument in this research. So the first instrument in this research is observation. So what is the result of observation? Number 1 is students were enthusiastic and interested and impatient to try WorldChat game. Number 2, students didn't look afraid to go forward or shy as usual. Number 3 and 4 is obstacle in this research. How to place WorldChat game. How to place WorldChat game between on the table or pass on the whiteboard. The obstacle number 2 is the researchers has difficulty asking for an additional schedule from the school. The instrument number 2 is interview. Interview conducted for 2 interviewees. They are teacher and students. Based on the statement when interview that WorldChat game is very for students and teacher. Okay, based on the instrument number 3 is questionnaire. Questionnaire conducted for students and teacher and validator. Okay, questionnaire of teacher get the result. The percentage of a questionnaire given to the teacher is 91%. Hence, the data can be categorized as a very good criteria. Next, for questionnaire of students, when preliminary field testing get the score 73%. When main field testing get the score 88%. So the average of the score preliminary field testing and main field testing is 80%. Hence, the data can be categorized as very good criteria. Okay, next, the result of questionnaire of validation. So, from supervisor 1 get the score 67%. From supervisor 2 get the score 80%. And from English teacher get the score 75%. So, the average from the 3 validator, the score 74%. It means the data can be categorized as a good criteria. Okay, move to the next slide. For the present the conclusion, I will present based on research question. On the research question number 1, the process. In this research, based on the work and goal procedure, research procedure, which has been simplified into 8 steps, that is research and collecting information, planning product, developing word chat game product, revision 1, preliminary field testing, revision 2, and main field testing. And the result of the research and development in which have been carried out in this research is a game equipment called the word chat game. On the research question number 2, is how the feasibility of word chat game. Word chat game get the good criteria. It is obtained from the 3 validator, that is supervisor 1, supervisor 2, and English teacher. For research question number 3 is about students' responses. So the result of average score on the students and teacher questionnaire can be categorized as a very good criteria. Based on the research question number 4, is about obstacle. How the obstacle when developing word chat game. Okay, the researchers have 2 obstacles. The first is placement of the word chat, and the second obstacle is asking the school for an additional schedule. Okay, everyone, this is the last slide from this presentation. So thank you so much. Thanks for the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.